What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Wiscasset Speedway. First up, I'm going to talk to Sean Emery in the 13 Strictly Street. And at the end of round 2 practice, Sean, you were the fastest out there, and I don't think it's very common that we see you running that good. So what's the magic touch this week?
A lack of preparation could be the only thing that's going to make us fast right now. We haven't really done anything to make it go well. Nothing special. It's just a matter of luck.
Now, did you run the full season last year? What'd you get for top threes?
I don't believe we finished a race last year. We showed up opening day, blew up. I don't believe we came back until the Strictly Shootout and made about 6 laps in that.
Yeah, I was going to say I haven't had too many opportunities to make it around to talk to you, usually because I don't get the chance to see you running up front very often. So I'm definitely hopeful of you today that you can keep this, magic going for the feature.
Yeah, we're hoping the same thing. It's been an uphill battle with this car since we put it back together a few years ago. So I'm just hoping for the best.
You running for points this season? Going to make every event? No,
we just come for fun. We don't chase the points. If we miss a race, we miss a race. We don't worry much about it.
Now, how long you been racing?
Overall, probably 15 years.
And when's the last time you got a win?
August 20th of 2020.
You know the date.
They're so infrequent, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, once again, I really hope that you can keep it rolling as fast as you did in practice, and we'll see you in victory lane, hopefully.
All right, thank you very much.
Next up, I'm going to keep it going with the Strictly Streets, and I got the 99 at Jeremy Glacier, who was second fastest in practice just now to Sean Emery. And you finished just outside the top 3 in the last Strictly Street race, Jeremy. You think you got what it takes to wind up in victory lane tonight?
Probably not. Starting in the back and traffic, I don't think I got it.
So you got 4th in the last one, so how's that do on your handicap? Like 4th from the tail, kind of?
Something like that, yeah.
Something around there, except for the newcomers.
You would know better than me, but yeah, I'll be back there, and we'll see. I probably won't have the outcome of last week, but we'll try.
Well, have you checked out the speed charts? Did you know that you were second out there in that last practice?
No, and I didn't feel that fast, so.
You didn't feel very fast?
No.
What's a fast time? Because you were turning 17.3, and is that usually a pretty good time?
I would say I've never had a time like that. You'll have to, Lightning McQueen could tell you, but I hope to get there someday.
Yeah, well, we're hoping that some fresh faces will get in victory lane, not just Lightning McQueen.
Yeah, I'm hoping. I'm going to try to get there. I'm going to try all I can, so we'll hope for the best, and I'll let you know tonight how it worked out.
Yeah, Jeremy, you guys are the last feature of the night.
Yeah.
Where would you like to be? Do you like to be the first feature or the last feature? How do you think?
Actually, either is nice. I like to race either first and load up and watch the racing, or be last so I can watch the racing. So I hate being in the middle.
Yeah.
You don't see any racing that way. So I'm fine with racing last, and like I said, we'll see how it goes,
Well, hey, you say if you were the first feature, you still stick around and watch it. I know some guys that'll load up and head right home. They don't even want to watch the races, and that's the kind of stuff I like to hear. People that like to still watch and support other racers.
Well, I got a lot to learn, so it doesn't hurt me to watch and take notes. So, and I enjoy watching it. So either way, I'm here till the end, and what better place to be,
Yeah, absolutely. Well, good luck tonight, Jeremy. We'll see you out there.
All right, thank you.
Adam Chadbourne, what happened in the opening day mod race? You blow up?
Yeah, we blew up the rear end. When the rear end went, it took out the drive shaft, broke a couple of gears on the transmission. We left here Saturday night, went home and pulled it all apart, had all the pieces, broken pieces on the floor, and Matty Sanborn hooked us up with some gears, and over metal fab welded up our transmission, the gears on the transmission for us, and we're back together, we got everything in, and it's going good today, so hopefully it stays together.
You rocking and rolling pretty good today?
Yeah, we're pretty quick. There's like 3 of us that are within a couple hundredths of a second, so should be a good race. I get to start up front this time, so maybe I get a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, there's an upside. It helps your handicap.
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, Adam, I think Ken has been talking about you're approaching like 50 feature wins or something like that. Is that right?
I'm approaching 70.
70. Okay, well, whatever. I knew it was one of them, good numbers.
I think I'm at 69 right now.
You're at lucky number 69, and yeah, that was heartbreak on opening day. You were leading it, so.
Yeah, that should have been a ducky. Start pole, should have been able to pull it away. Would have been at you. It would have been nice to have been able to just finish the race. But
All right, so going for feature win number 70. Now, is that just like all around feature wins, or is that mods only?
No, that's Wisconsin with feature wins. Yeah.
All right. Good luck tonight, Adam.
Thank you.
All right, tonight's spotlight is the Outlaw Minis, and currently we got the number 16 Outlaw Mini of Ian Frazier, who was third in that practice behind the Audette Acuras. Now, Ian, those Zach Audette rides are pretty hard to beat, aren't they?
Yeah, they sure are. Yeah, we made a few adjustments. We might have something for them this race. We're gonna try.
How close was that? In practice, like I said, you got Zach and then Kyle Willett running first and second in practice, and then you were third. You pretty tight right there.
Yeah, well, we were tight in the first practice, and then we got too loose, and then we've gone back a little. They've got a few tenths on me, so we'll try. We'll see what happens.
All right, we all know that they're big Acura Honda boys, but yours
It's my
has
third season too, so
yep.
racing.
Yours has the like a
Toyota.
late model style body on it. So tell us about what's underneath the body.
Yeah, it's just a late model chassis that can convert it over to Outlaw Mini. Running a Toyota 22R, carbureted. Done a lot of work for it over the off season, trying to improve it. Starting with a new body and stuff. Last year I had it on its roof.
So is this your third year with the car? You've been running
No.
this same car in the Outlaws, or?
No, this is my third year racing ever.
Yep.
I started up in '95 one year, then I came down here last year, and this is my second season down here. So.
But I was asking if it's been with the same car the whole time.
Nope. The last 3 races with this car down here. So this is probably our 5th race with it.
So you had quite a busy winter with putting this thing together for this season, huh?
Yeah. It's been a long season. I got to thank my crew and everybody, and my parents, and everybody that's helped us out. Been a lot of hard work. Hope to put a good show on today.
Yeah, we hope to see you up there, Ian. When's the last time you've been in Victory Lane?
The last race, last year.
Very last race. All right. So we're only going on 2 races here. So it hasn't been a long time, but we hope to see you there.
Well, thank you.
Okay, so we just came from Ian Frazier. He was right behind you on the speed charts. And we got Kyle Willett here, teammates with Zach Audette. You guys are fast as usual, but where was Jimmy Childs in that last practice? I haven't paid attention. Has he been out there?
No, I don't know. He was in the first practice, which I wasn't. And then, I haven't seen him out there in the second one.
Now, if I know you guys, you don't like to just go out and steal the show. You know, like with opening day with Jimmy not being out there. I know you want to win against the best, and you were hoping Jimmy could be out there and hoping he can be out here today, but I don't know. It looks like he's having more difficulties today.
I hope not. It's like you said, yeah, we're all there for the challenge. We're competitors. We're here to put on a good show, so it's going to suck if he's not out there, because I look forward to racing with him. I really do.
Right, and on that same topic, Zach blew up last week, and you got the win. Again, you don't like to win him that way, right? You don't want him handed to you.
No, absolutely not. It's all about the competition, and that's what makes it exciting. So when you have people blow up for no reason, and it does suck. It really does.
Are you looking forward to an extra 10 laps tonight?
Yeah, 40 laps is going to put some hurting on these equipment, so we'll see.
All right, cool, Kyle. I'm probably going to go catch up with Jimmy, and wish you luck tonight.
Thanks, Nick.
All right, Jimmy Childs. I couldn't help but notice you weren't out there in that last practice. Everything all right on the 10 machine?
Nah, I went out for a little while and cleaned up the track, but that speedy dry was it's just you're eating the stuff. It's going through. I pulled in. I can't do it.
I gotcha. All right, so yeah, there was a spill from the last practice before you, and the track was just a mess. So no sense being out there.
Yeah, no. I mean, that corner was so greasy that I really probably wouldn't even have got anything for time. So we're just gonna use the heat as a practice, and I mean, it ran all right in the first one. So we'll see. Hopefully, she's strong enough to win it. So put Vic back in victory lane.
I hope to see you up there, whether it's first, second, or third. And we know you're a tough competitor with the Zach Audette cars there. And oh, yeah,
I just kidding.
No idea who I'm talking about. So Jimmy, yeah, so you blew up on opening day. What happened?
Spun a number 4 bearing. Caught it in time, so it didn't damage the block, luckily. But I think my oil pump let go and just started, That was that. But it was good for the the Turner boys to let me run their car, to give me some points, keep me in the fight. Because that's what us racers do. We race for championships. It's about the wins, but it's also about the cup at the end.
Yeah, certainly. Yeah, that was nice of them. You got those last place points and staying in the hunt. You got an extra 10 laps tonight for the Spotlight feature. You looking forward to it?
Puts me on pole. I'm in good position.
And do you like the extra distance?
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Kyle thinks it's hard on the equipment. How's the Mustang hold up to it? Does it put a lot of wear and tear?
American made.
Built for it tough.
American muscle right there, boy.
Yeah.
If it's going to get beat, it's probably because something I'm doing wrong.
All right, Jimmy. Have fun out there.
Thanks, guys.
See you, dude.
The drivers are ready. The crew is ready. We hope you're ready too. It's race time at Wiscasset Speedway. Get settled in, folks. The show starts now.
Hey, say goodbye, Cal. Woo! Say goodbye.
And with that, a good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome back home to Wiscasset Speedway on this beautiful Saturday afternoon. A beautiful and breezy Saturday afternoon, of course. The wind never blows here at Wiscasset. Welcome once again, Group 2 night here at Maine's biggest and fastest. Thank you guys all for joining us. Whether it's your first time or one of many, we appreciate you joining us here as always. Our Spotlight division today is the Kennebec Equipment Rental Outlaw Minis. They'll have a special 40-lap feature this afternoon. And your starting lineup will set up this way. One heat race for the class today. Jimmy Childs, the multi-time champ in car number 10, starts at the point. Ian Frazier in the number 16 out of Belmont. Then Lewis Batchelder in the 23. Rookie Jeff Farrington out of Newcastle in the 0X. Mr. Excitement, Zach Audette, the opening day winner in the number 19. Or no, he didn't win on opening day. He did in the Thunder 4s, not here in the Outlaws. To his outside, Jason Kimball. The Robbins brothers, Craig and Brian Robbins, are on row 4. Kyle Willett, he's your defending champ and opening day winner there in the 08. And Larry Melcher back in action in the 41. Pace car is going to take the turn in. I'm going to turn it over to my partner in crime, Nick Huff.
And we're green for the first night race event for Group 2 of the season. Jimmy Childs hops out to the early lead over Ian Frazier. 1 lap in the books for the qualifier for the Outlaw Minis Spotlight feature. Jimmy Childs blew up on opening day, did not race in his own car. We've got 3 cars in trouble going into 3. Contact trying to go 3 wide. And we're back underway. Only 1 lap in the books. Trouble for Frazier. He gets shuffled out of line. And a couple cars slip underneath. Ian Frazier falling victim to just rounding out the top 5 now. Oh, again, Ian Frazier shoots way up high in the 3rd and 4th groove going into turn 1. And he loses another spot to Jeff Farrington in the 0. More contact coming out of 4. These guys fighting fierce for 3rd place. Jason Kimball in the 12. Brian Robbins in the 51. Robbins was in the top 3 on opening day. And Farrington back in the hunt after the early race spin. Now making up your top 5, he's going to dip down low to try to get underneath Robbins if Kimball can make a move. Halfway flags are out. Kimball will clear Robbins, and Robbins is able to get back in single file before Farrington can fill the door. Robbins still leaving it open though, unfortunately. And Farrington is going to take advantage this time. Robbins up tight on the rear bumper. And now he'll round out the top 5 in the 51 car. Jimmy Childs looking to lead it wire to wire. Way out front in the 10. And we've got trouble for Jason Kimball in the 12. He'll head pit side early. 2 laps to go. Things not looking too good for the Outlaw Minis today. 3 cars out of the heat race so far. Craig Robbins sits nice and cozy in 2nd place. Again, one of our top 3 runners from opening day in the 34 car. But Jimmy Childs is in a different area code in the 10 car. White flag in hand. More contact going into turn 1. Ian Frazier down in the grass. He'll gather it back up, and the checkered flag is going to wave for Jimmy Childs. Green, green, green. Dinsmore jumps out. Patrick Murphy finds an opening, and he quickly gets down low. He wanted to get down on the inside apron as quick as possible in the 86 car. Oh, close quarters. Oh, hard hit in the turn 1 wall. That was Scotty Hall in the 10.
Yeah, automatic red flag with heavy wall contact, and our Mike Carlton is over there quickly to attend to our driver safety crew, quickly scrambling over there.
This is another one of those incidents where I always emphasize the importance of having head restraints on both sides of the seat. A lot of drivers will just have a right side head restraint for leaning on since we're only turning left. But
there's your driver climbing up out of the car. I know he can hear you from this side. Good to see that he's okay. He will get a ride pit side in the ambulance, and to the attention of our medical staff, Tanya Bailey and Colby Robbins. Safe to say, unfortunately, I don't believe that car is going to be able to finish the night.
Well, Silas Ripley has a new downforce strategy with the hood up there. Not working out too well for him. He's getting hung out to dry in the high side right now. Silas Ripley's going to head pit side early. 2 laps in the books, and this one is in command by Jonathan Emerson right now, as Ryan St. Clair works on Ray Dinsmore for second. St. Clair is going to clear up high. Dinsmore back to third, and here comes Brent Roy in the 26, taking a peek to the inside, but Dinsmore is going to protect the bottom. Brent Roy does not want to give up on the inside just yet. He is hoping that Dinsmore will slip up and open the door. 5 laps complete, 5 to go for Emerson. Brent Roy stays consistent on the inside. He's trying to open it underneath Dinsmore to crack the top 3. While up front, Ryan St. Clair looks to be reeling down Emerson. Ryan St. Clair, the fastest car on the track right now, turning 15.8 versus Jonathan Emerson's 15.9s. Brent Roy finally went to the top side and made it work. He'll crack the top 3 in the 26 car. 2 laps left for Emerson. Alex Waltz now in the 00, working on Dinsmore for 4th. White flag is going to wave for Emerson. Ryan St. Clair reeling him in, but he'll look like he's going to run out of time. Brent Roy, now that he's in fresh air, turning 16.4. Checkered flag flies for Jonathan Emerson. Jet Decker and Shane Clark follows up the inside underneath Chris Burgess. Shane Clark led the most laps on opening day 2 weeks ago, but fell short by a late race pass by Will Collins in the 25. Currently, Collins is mired in traffic. Opening day winner Will Collins behind a 2-wide battle right now for the top 5 of Daniel Harding in the 38 and Chris Burgess in the 47. Burgess desperately wants to get down low. Chris Burgess from the outside pole. He's now outside the top 5. Got hung out to dry, and now he finally gets down to the inside apron. This time around, we'll be halfway. And it has Jet Decker, Shane Clark, Brett Osmond, Daniel Harding, and Will Collins. Five laps to go. Now the only car on the outside in the top 5 is Daniel Harding, working on Brett Osmond right now for 3rd. It's a tough go of it out there for Harding. He's not making any progress on Brett Osmond, and Will Collins is trying to get to the inside of Harding now for 4th. Daniel Harding made the mistake of trying to go to the outside, and now Will Collins is trying to pick a way down on the inside with 2 to go this time for Jet Decker. Harding making it tough on Collins. He's pinching him down, and now they're stuck together. Tire smoke coming off of them all the way down the backstretch. They are rubbing door to door. Will Collins and Harding for 4th and 5th. Tire marks all the way down Will Collins' car. Lots of black tire rubber on the right side of Collins' car. He finally breaks free for 4th as the checkered flag waves for Jet Decker, leading it wire to wire. And out of the final corner, Chris Burgess makes one more pass to crack the top 5. The most affordable way for you to get into racing here at Wiscasset Speedway. Head on over to www.wiscassetspeedway.com to find the rules on this Roadrunner class and see how you can build a car for this season. Alec Brown in the 39, Ken Turner in the 79, David Whitelaw wishy-washy up high in the 119, and the one trying to pick away at him on the inside, it's Kyle Enman working for 3rd. Enman is going to take it away in the 1 car. David Whitelaw back to 4th, and rounding out the top 5 is Kayla McLatchie in the 7K. They're still side by side for 3rd, though. Whitelaw is not giving up without a fight. Whitelaw takes back 3rd, and he's not done yet. He's going for 2nd once again. On the outside of Ken Turner now. Door handle to door handle for runner-up honors. And David Whitelaw in the 119 is making it work up there. He'll clear for 2nd place now as they come around to see the halfway flags in the air. Kyle Enman in the 1 is going to try to follow on the high side. We'll see if he can take 3rd away from Ken Turner now as they go wheel to wheel going into turn 3. 4 laps to go for the 39 of Alec Brown. Brown gets loose into turn 3. The 39 breaks sideways in the last corner and scrubs off some speed, allowing Whitelaw to reel her in a little bit more, but probably going to run out of time now with 2 laps to go. A lot of smoke coming from the back marker in the 78 of Tyler Field. He'll go a lap down now to Alec Brown. Whitelaw turning a couple tenths faster lap times in the 119. White flag in hand. Out of the last corner that last time around, Whitelaw was just about right up tight on the 39's rear bumper. But it looks like Brown's going to hang on to it as the checker flag is going to fly this time for the first of 2 Roadrunner heats. Trouble out of turn 4. The 7K goes around. Kayla McLatchie hangs onto it and doesn't lose a spot. And we're underway with the heat race full of Roadrunner newcomers. The opening day Roadrunner winner was the 02 Chip Farrington. Looks like he's got a fresh paint job on that car, as it was black on opening day, and now it's a nice yellow. Looking sharp as he's working on Noah McGrath for the top spot. Nice battle up front as Farrington dares to go to the top side of Noah McGrath. Sitting nice and tidy in third is the 89 of Mike Landry. Oh, we got a crossover move for the top spot. Farrington takes a peek down to the bottom now. Still can't make it work. Noah McGrath consistently staying out front of Farrington with halfway flags in the air this time. It looks like Days of Thunder out there with Chip Farrington, utilizing all of the racetrack and really filling up McGrath's rearview mirror. And just when you think Farrington had a good run, McGrath continues to pull him down the backstretch. McGrath washes way high coming out of turn 4, and they're gonna bring it up dead even out of the final corner that time. 3 laps to go. Just about making contact through turns 1 and 2. What a good battle up front. Chip Farrington finally takes over the top spot in the 0-2. McGrath continues to fight back though. 2 laps in the air. Sitting quite comfortably in third is Mike Landry, then Jeremy Westhaver in fourth, and Carl Conant rounds out the top 5 as the white flag's gonna fly for the leaders. One lapped car is going to come into the mix now on the backstretch. The 75 of Skip Meservey goes a lap down just before the checkered flag. We're going to wrap it up here with the Chestnut Auto Roadrunners. Second heat going to Chip Farrington. Noah McGrath with a hard-fought second. And third goes to Mike Landry in the 89. And again, the mods are brought to you by T&L Automotive out of Jay, Maine. Well, that was a little bit of a different start. Mark Simon in the 45 really wanted to get down to the inside, so almost looked like he let Robinson go and quickly dipped down inside. Three wide action deep in the field as the front runners go head to head. Adam Chadbourne looking for feature win number 70 tonight in the 1, the defending modified champion. Side by side with Ryan Robinson, the rookie in the number 2 for the modifieds. Did not have a successful opening day, but looking strong this evening. Steve Reno in the 7 cracks the top 3, and he'll give chase to your top 2, who have put a comfortable cushion on the rest of the pack. Mark Simon trying to hang on for 4th as Matty Sanborn works on his rear bumper, rounding out the top 5 at the moment. Sanborn in the 64 now looking to the top side to take 4th away from Simon. And he'll bring it up wheel to wheel going into turn 3. They're side by side at the back. Past the halfway marker now, and Robinson is maintaining with the defending champions, Sanborn in the 1, as well as Steve Reno has reeled them in the 7. Looks like the piggy flag is being pointed at one of the cars deep in the field. The piggy pink flag, meaning they're hogging the track. Laps winding down in the first of 2 modified heat races. Coming around to see the white flag, and Robinson remains right up tight on the rear bumper of Sanborn. Steve Reno, for a moment, looked like he had something for the leaders, but in the most recent couple of laps, he has dropped off and given it up to those 2. Checkered flag will fly on heat number 1 for Adam Chadbourne. And I believe these would be some of the first modified laps led for the young Garrett McKee in the 26. Garrett McKee leading his first laps ever in the modified class. He'll lead the first 2 now for heat number 2. Finished the top 5 on opening day. They're stacking up behind him with Wayne Witten Jr. and Ryan Ripley going door to door. Garrett McKee Jr. staying smooth and steady as he has got a rear view mirror full of Witten and Ripley. And for a moment there, it looked like Ripley was going to make the top side work. But he filed back in single file there just to let the tires cool up, and he'll go back at it again at halfway. Ripley having a tough time of making the outside work. He'll try once more going into 3, now with 4 laps to go. Oh, he got a good run that time. Tire contact between him and Witten. Oh, man. Ryan Ripley had to check up. But he'll go back at it once more into 3 and continue to work the top side. Good racing for second, and Garrett McKee is starting to put a comfortable cushion on him and the rest of them. McKee Jr. in the 26. He'll see 2 laps to go now. Ryan Ripley gets way high down the front stretch, and that did not work out so well on his progress on Witten. Witten continues to hold down second. Ripley racing very aggressively, trying both grooves around the 0. This is the most progress he's made. He's got a nose up going into 3, coming to the checkered flag. Wayne Witten holds him off. And there's some of that 3-wide action you were talking about, Ken. Ashton Reynolds in the 14, not shy to go up in the 3rd groove, and he is making progress. Oh man, the 14 is already in the top 5 on lap 1. He made it work up there, already up to 4th now. And the 14 continues to move. Looking to take 3rd away from Brady Romano in the 78. Caleb Emerson Maines, your leader in the 4. And unfortunately, there will be a penalty assessed for Ashton Reynolds jumping the start. It's going to be a 2-position penalty for the 14 after this one. We love to see that 3-wide stuff work out, but not before the start line with the drop of the green. Ethan Dinsmore looking stout in the 8X. All over the rear spoiler of Caleb Emerson Maines in the 4, now with 5 laps to go. So Alex Cromwell in the 96 is your current 3rd place car, with Joe Harriman in the 20 running 4th. That would put Ashton Reynolds in 5th after this one, if he holds on to the top 3. Ethan Dinsmore still trying to maintain with Caleb Emerson Maines, but Maines wants to lead this one wire to wire. A little bobble from Cromwell, and that's going to allow Harriman in the 20 to take a dip to the inside. That's for 4th and 5th. Just a slight bobble from Cromwell 1 lap ago allowed Harriman to take 4th place away, and he will solidify the pass. 1 lap to go for Caleb Emerson Maines. First of 2 Strictly Street heats presented by Portland Glass Company. Caleb Emerson Maines is going to lead it flag to flag.
No transponder on the 55 of Kurt Hewins.
Uh-oh, what's that mean, Ken?
Unfortunately, it wasn't working when he came on the track, so that means no score. If it is working when they arrive on the track and it breaks down through the middle of the race, they will hand score him, but no score on the 55 of Hewins.
Oh, some more of that 3-wide action you were talking about. Oh boy. For 4th and 5th, they are still 3 wide. Chuck Lagstaff in the 31 trying to get back in line. And somebody gets turned. Jeremy Glacier in the 99 goes around. That was after some contact with the 13 of Sean Emery. Glacier keeps it going. And we're going to remain under green flag. Dylan Lancaster in the 1 looking strong tonight. Dan McKeag Jr. in the 40 trying to hunt him down. And then from 3rd on back, it's Zach Emerson in the 23 with the rest of the pack hot on his heels. 5 laps left. Oh, we might have a barn burner for the win on this one. Dan McKeag Jr. is closing the gap on Dylan Lancaster. '57 is going to call it a heat race. Andrew Glenn has not sounded too healthy from the drop of the green flag. Yeah, Ken just said Andrew Glenn sounded like Jiffy Pop. Maybe his official sponsor is Orville Redenbach. Here we go, 2 laps to go. McKeag Jr. is up on the bumper of Lancaster. Oh, a bobble from Lancaster. He hits the curb and that upsets the 1 car. McKeag Jr. tries to capitalize. He's gonna be short on time. 1 lap to go now. And they're both clipping the curb. Everybody's trying to get down lower than they normally can. Oh, we got a good one here. 2 corners to go, coming to the checkered flag. Can Lancaster hang on? What a good race. Dylan Lancaster led it from the drop of the green, but that doesn't mean it came easy. That'll wrap up heat race action.
And your drivers, starting first with the number 41 out of Fayette. Welcome, Larry Melcher. Next, one of your podium finishers last week in car number 51 out of Montville. Welcome, Brian Robbins. Looks like he's got things back together. The champ is there in the number 08 out of Winslow. Welcome, Kyle Willett. Next in line is car number 19 out of Norwich Walk. Welcome, Zach Audette. Another podium finisher for back on opening day in car number 34 from Winslow. Welcome, Craig Robbins. Next up in line in car number 16, he hails from Belmont, Maine. Welcome, Ian Fraser. Starting in the third position and driving car number 23 out of Dixmont, welcome, Lewis Batchelder. And on the front row, starting second, is a rookie out of Newcastle in the 0X. Welcome, Jeff Farrington. And they'll all be chasing the three-time champ in car number 10 out of Leeds. Welcome, Jimmy Childs. Folks, that's your starting lineup. Let's get our drivers strapped in and ready to race. All right, things are ready down on the track. Let's send things down to Nick in Victory Lane.
All right, take it away, guys.
Start your engine!
Batchelder and Fraser on row 2, and we're about to get the green. Off we go. Problems for Ian Fraser from the drop of the green. He gets up out of line, and they're running 3 wide out of turn 2. Jimmy Childs will bring the freight train around the corner. Childs, Farrington, and now Audette, 1, 2, 3. A lot of racing behind Lewis Batchelder. Batchelder holding down the 4th position ahead of Brian Robbins in the 51. Brian's brother Craig now trying to deal with that number 16 of Fraser. Nice to see Jason Kimball able to answer the bell in the number 12. Rare opportunity for Jimmy Childs to start up front, and he's trying to make the most of it. Again, 3 wide out of the corner. Fraser making an adventure out of it, and the number 16 way up on the high side. Fraser's going to graze the backstretch wall. He kicked up a lot of concrete dust. He is using up a lot of real estate. Got some new white wall tires on that number 16. Side-by-side battle now for the 5th position. Jason Kimball and Craig Robbins. Zach Audette's been able to get by Farrington in the 0, but he's got a full straightaway to catch Jimmy Childs. Childs, a 3-time champion. Audette, a 2-time champion. They have taken the bulk of feature wins in this class over the last several years. And first caution of the race comes out for the 34 of Craig Robbins as he has spun it to the bottom of turn 2. Off we go. Nope. I think they might have went too early. They threw that lazy green to then get him slowed down on the backstretch. Flagman Nate Sennett not liking that one. They looked even, but they got to go on his green flag. So we'll flip row 1 and row 2. That puts Jeff Farrington at the front with Lewis Batchelder. Puts Childs and Audette back to row 2. Looks like Farrington had a little bit of trouble going, and the 12 got into the 10 a little bit, but everyone able to work their way out of it. Now it's a game of patience, and Frazier, wow. Hashtag send it in that number 16. He paid for the whole track. He's using it tonight. Rookie Jeff Farrington's got the lead, but here comes Jimmy Childs and Zach Audette. Good patience out of that pair as they resume their battle for positions 1 and 2. And the sun makes an appearance once again. That is brutal on those drivers when they're over in turn 2. Trouble for Batchelder and Willette. Batchelder's got a flat left front tire now in that 23. Childs and Audette nearly identical times. Tough break for Lewis Batchelder. He'll have to nurse that car down pit road. Flat left front tire. Jimmy Childs in the rear-wheel drive Mustang. Audette in the front-wheel drive Acura. Both guys have found years of success and shaping up to be a good race for the lead. Audette quick into the corner. Right to the back bumper of that number 10 car. We got a slow one up at the top of turn 3. And that is Brian Robbins. Second caution will come out. But here we go with restart number 3. Audette got a good jump, had a fender ahead of Jimmy Childs, but they'll come even out of turn 2. Audette a little advantage, but he's going to have to work on that high side with Childs. And there goes our buddy Frazier skimming the wall again. He's just cleaning things off for the late models later on. Oh, he and Melcher nearly got into the backstretch wall. Not sure if Larry knew he was out there. Close call for the 41 and the 16. Audette gathers it back up. Looks low, then looks high again. Little extra time to work on that 10 car to find a spot to make his move. And how about the rookie Jeff Farrington? Nice job in the 0X, running in the 3rd spot. Trying to get his first podium in this class. Couple straight years top 3 in the Thunder 4 Minis. But Farrington's going to have company now as Larry Melcher has arrived in the 41. There goes Brian Robbins back down pit road. He'll drop out again as his mechanical issues continue. Looks like Kimball's got problems again. Childs and Audette. You know when they're racing, they're not going to be too far away from each other. 20 laps down this time by 20 to go. Kyle Willette coming back to life in the 08. He jumps up to the outside, doesn't want to wait on that pair. The champ is making some hay on the outside. The car pushes way out underneath the flag stand, but he's still got a good head of steam on the outside of Jeff Farrington. Audette biding his time, waiting for Jimmy to slip up. Jimmy knows he's got to keep that low side covered. He'll give Audette all the outside of the racetrack he wants. Childs knows he's got to keep the bottom side covered. Willette still on the move, completes the pass and moves into third. An eventful day for the defending champion. He was the winner on opening day. Getting close to bonus time. As I said, these guys normally run 25 lap races. Today they get 40. We are now into bonus time. Jimmy starting to stretch things out. Probably the biggest lead he's had over Zach to this point. A couple car lengths now. Jimmy a 10th better last time around. And a 10th better once again. Let's see how Kyle Willette's doing against these guys. Kyle pretty much the same speed as Audette. Jimmy Childs fastest last time by 0.2 faster than the second place car. These Outlaw Minis, the top shelf mini stock division here at Wiscasset Speedway. Much more open with the body rules on this class and some of the things you can do with the motors. Unfortunately, this is a bit of a dying breed here as far as racing in the Northeast. There goes Melcher in the 41. Close call for Fraser. Melcher can't get it started, so that'll bring out a caution with 10 laps to go. So let's get back at it. Good start up front once again. Jimmy takes the lead. Zach right in his tire tracks. Ian Fraser. And that'll... Well, most everyone saw the red flag. Up to check on Ian. That 16 car's been a handful for most of the day. All right, so far driver letting us know driver is alert and talking to the safety officials. Childs has been in charge of this one from the get-go, but he's been challenged by Zach Audette. Audette got the jump on him, outraces him into turn one. Those tires cooling off is what did it. And he pulls away a little bit on Jimmy Childs. Kyle Willette keeping pace as well in third. Farrington fourth. Melcher fifth. Two laps to go, this time by the stripe. They'll get white laundry this time by. 1 lap to go. Childs gives a good run into turn 4, but loses a little momentum. Final time, down through 3 and 4. Checkered flag, ready to fly. Zach Audette gets the win. Nick Huff's got your top 3 in Coastal Auto Parts Victory Lane.
Oh, yeah. And it looked like Jimmy Childs pretty much had it in the bag until that 5 to go restart, and Zach Audette, Mr. Excitement, did not disappoint. Major heartbreak last week, but man, I bet this makes up for it, Zach.
Whether you're booing or whether you're cheering, either way you're making noise, and that's what we're here for. We're going to run for a championship in both classes.
All right, Zach. Hey, anybody else you want to thank?
I got to thank my wife, my entire crew. We changed a bunch of stuff after the heat race, but we'll be back in a month.
And he's going to go down. Oh, well, I thought he was. Hey, Zach, shake Jimmy's hand. Oh, Jimmy. Jimmy's got fans. He's high-fiving like Toby Keith down here. Jimmy, what happened on that restart?
Well, we both went a little early. They put us to the back, so we went early. He had me way before the green, way before we even went. But you know what? It's the way it is. It's the way it is. I don't know. But I want to thank Bill Bryan. I want to thank my dad. I want to thank Wiscasset Speedway. I want to thank Marty Emerson. I want to thank Danto Drywall. You know, all you fans out here, you know, I ain't trying to be no sourpuss, but I've been trying to play fair this whole time. But here's what it is.
Jimmy Childs, a hard-fought loss. And that rivalry ensues between Audette and Childs. Never disappoints. Kyle, man, a rough day for the 08 machine, huh?
Too rough, too rough. It wasn't supposed to be like this.
And then the most recent one, I saw you practically get airborne on Lewis there.
Yeah, he gave me a hole, so I went in it, but I guess he wanted it back.
He's got Band-Aids all over it tonight.
Yeah, poor baby.
Who do you got to thank on a top 3? I bet you didn't even think you'd wind up here after the way the heat and early feature went.
No, I got to thank everybody that helped out. I mean, there were people that came from everywhere to help out. My crew, my dad, Whatever Recycling, Spencer Sweats Concrete, and thanks to all the fans. Thanks, you guys.
All right, there you have it. From Coastal Auto Parts Victory Lane, let's get some top 3 picks and wrap it up so we can get going with the next feature.
40 laps for the Wood Pellet Warehouse Late Model Sportsman. Three wide back in the field. Easonsee way on the outside, and we got a couple cars spinning here on the front stretch. And what a loop from Ben Ashline in the 15. Green flag is back out, and we are underway. Hammer down through 1 and 2. Ray Dinsmore spins it out of the turn, and we've got more cars starting to stack up. All right, single file start on this one. Off and running. Jonathan Emerson leading the way. Ryan St. Clair second. Brent Roy third. That guy's been searching for a late model podium for a long time. He's a 37-time mini stock winner. Ryan Easonsee heading down pit road. His day may be done. Around goes the 86 of Pat Murphy. And Daniel Harding up against the wall. Couple other cars. Ben Ashline, he has had a tough day. He gets collected by the 8 of Randy Barker. Director is sending him down to the lower pit to take a timeout. And then they'll bring him back out after the Roadrunners to see if they can play nice. This is the first time this has happened with this class.
Going green this time with Alec Brown and Kyle Enman. Three-wide action right off the bat. Hard contact is made, but McGrath holds on to it in the 30X. What a wild, evasive move by Noah McGrath. He'll crack the top 5 now. David Whitelaw is going to pinch him down. And they're side by side for 4th place. Noah McGrath and David Whitelaw. Oh, Turner opens up the inside, and McGrath is the man on the move. Alec Brown still leads. And Kyle Enman may fall victim here shortly to Noah McGrath, right on the rear bumper. McGrath in the 30X now heads to the high side, and he'll take over 2nd, away from Kyle Enman. Opening day winner, Chip Farrington in the 0-2 wants a piece of the action. Noah McGrath already going for the top spot, and he's going to take it in a hurry with authority. Noah McGrath, your new leader on lap 4. Now the early first 3 circuits leader, Alec Brown, is not going to lose just 1 spot, but 3 spots. Alec Brown goes from 1st to 4th. Chip Farrington looking to the high side of Kyle Enman now to take over runner-up honors. Farrington's gonna do it. He'll settle into 2nd place with Kyle Enman rounding out the top 3. Lap traffic coming into play here. McGrath is gonna split him through the middle and hold on to the top spot. The 78 of Tyler Field and the 75 of Skip Meservey go 1 lap down as your top 3 make it through clean and clear. Trouble for the 7 of Carl Conant, heading pit side early, just shy of halfway. Chip Farrington is 1/10 of a second faster than your leader. Chip Farrington turning 19.2. Actually, that last time around, he was 3/10 of a second faster. Noah McGrath last time around turning a 19.5 versus Farrington's 19.2. Farrington is certainly closing the gap. But can he remain consistent? No, he did not that time. 19.6 that time versus a 19.5 for McGrath. So Chip Farrington needs to stay consistent. He can definitely turn a faster lap time than the leader, but inconsistency is his enemy. We're past halfway, 9 laps to go. And it's a 2-car breakaway dominating the rest of the field over Kyle Enman, sitting nice and comfy cozy in 3rd that is. Alec Brown sits comfortably in 4th. David Whitelaw was in the top 3 on opening day, but currently rounding out the top 5 in the number 119 from Reed Field, Maine. Ken Turner sits 6th in the 79. Mike Landry sideways. Wild ride for Landry. Can he hang on? He's having a tough time, and he's going to jump the culvert. Oh, man, a wild ride for the 89. He was in 7th, but I think he's going to lose a couple spots out of that one. Mike Landry from Madison, Maine, keeps it rolling. Landry did lose 1 spot to Jeremy Westhaver in the 81. We got 5 laps to go, and it is tightening up front with some lappers right ahead. The lappers are racing side by side. Will this hold up the leaders? McGrath and Farrington, ladies and gentlemen, separated by 1 car length with 4 laps to go. Now they're working on the lapper of Logan O'Done in the 99. O'Done's gonna pinch McGrath down pretty good and slow his pace. Farrington is definitely able to capitalize. He'll stick a nose underneath. And they're gonna touch in the middle of 1 and 2. Contact as they are door handle to door handle down the back chute. Farrington is your new leader going into turn 3, and he'll see the 2 laps to go flags this time. Can he go back-to-back feature wins on opening day and week 2? White laundry in the air, 1 lap to go. For Chip Farrington, the opening day winner in a black car. And now this week, he got himself a shiny new paint job, and it's all yellow and looking good. Chip Farrington is gonna go 2 for 2 in 2023. And that's how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. The late models went into timeout, and the Roadrunners showed them how it's done, going wire to wire with all green flag. And ladies and gentlemen, let him hear it. Chip Farrington, 2 for 2 this season. Chip, you got a nice shiny new paint job this week. It looks good.
Yeah, I was kind of scared it wasn't going to stay that way for a minute. I'd like to thank my wife Alicia for all her support, and Ed Libby, Ben Ashline, for helping me, and all the fans. Thank you.
All right, congratulations, Chip. Unstoppable so far this season. And how about Noah McGrath? Man, for a while you looked like the man to beat, but Chip certainly made it a fun one.
Yeah, I know that was a great race. I knew Chip was fast just from the last time I came here. I knew it'd be tough to beat, and my goal was, just to get up front as quick as possible. I was hoping I was going to be able to get it done, but it was a great run. Another second place, I'll take it. I always have a great time coming here. It's a great track. Can't wait to come back.
Yeah, certainly, definitely as quick as possible. I think you picked off like 5 spots on the first lap. Nice job coming through. And Kyle Enman, don't see you in the top 3 too much. Did you finish? Were you in this class last year?
Nope, I took a year off.
So are you a rookie? Or no, you were a Roadrunner in 2021? All right. Well, nice job on a top 3. She's pretty sponsorless. You got anybody you want to thank, Kyle?
I got to thank the Emersons, Zach and Jonathan, Caleb. I got to thank my dad. He welded the cage in it. Anybody that's helped me in any way, I appreciate it.
All right, Kyle Enman, rounding out the top 3, folks.
Lead pair remains the same. The trouble has not been up front. It's been mid-pack and back. Emerson and St. Clair ready to get back at it. Ryan St. Clair, good charge on the outside of Jonathan Emerson. Can't quite clear him, but I think he's going to clear himself. Couldn't quite get it done. Jonathan Emerson coming back to reclaim the real estate. Again, St. Clair fast out of turn 2, but can't seal the deal. Emerson holding strong to that low line. This time, St. Clair able to get it done. Ryan St. Clair was a one-time feature winner last season. Then you got a good race for third position. Brent Roy in the 26, Chris Matchett in the 17, and Will Collins in the 25. Lead pair looking good. A lot of racing from the 26 car back. Couple cars doing nicely on the outside. Matchett holding strong, but loses a spot now to Will Collins in the 25. Eddie McDonald moving up to keep the 17 pinned to the outside. McDonald ready to crack the top 5, but a little slip. St. Clair gets in there too. A lot of shuffling back behind that pair. Chris Matchett regains 5th. Boss Hog coming up the inside. Daniel Harding following Boss right below that pair of 17s. Dave St. Clair now to 5th. Daniel Harding trying to follow into 6th. Will Collins now setting up shop on the outside of Brent Roy. Brent with one of his best runs. Again, a 37-time mini stock winner. Daniel Harding turns St. Clair around. Lead pair remain the same, but they flipped, so Ryan St. Clair is at point with Jonathan Emerson second. Will Collins now up to third. As they roar down into turn 3 and 4, more trouble. Brett Osmond comes to a stop up there, the 0-0 of Alex Waltz. Don't go yet. No start. We've got the TNL Automotive Modifieds coming out next. There you go. Good start this time between Emerson and St. Clair. You've got grandfather and grandson racing side by side for second place now. Ryan comes back, takes the second spot from his grandpa. St. Clair squeezes down Brent Roy and takes the third spot for himself. Brent with one of his best races, still racing for 4th and 5th with Will Collins. Jonathan Emerson right back where he was, looking for his first late model win. Ryan St. Clair applying the pressure. He drove around him to take the lead last time. Backs it up and settles it back down in the tire tracks of the race leader. Swings out wide once again. Eddie McDonald, the only one on the outside lane. Pair of 17s side by side and some contact. A good save by McDonald. Kept it off the wall, but lost about 5 spots. Check that. Lost 3 positions in that skirmish with Chris Matchett. Will Collins back on the hammer, drives around St. Clair. Put the 25 car up into the 3rd position. Dave starting to struggle with a handle on the 14 car. Brent Roy had him out of shape and then jumped to the outside. Put Brent Roy up into 4th. Check that white and red machine of Frank Moulton. up on the high side, but just as I call his number, a puff of smoke and he may be done. Just as we called his number, the smoke, and he is out of the race. Ryan St. Clair strong out of turn 4. Looks like he'll have the lead this time by. Again, drives out around Jonathan Emerson to take the lead. Emerson second. Then comes Collins third. Got to go a ways back to the 26 of Brent Roy. Not sure if Brent Roy may be in line for his best career late model finish. Jonathan Emerson strong as well there in the 24. Looking for a career day himself here in the late models. But he's going to have to earn it with Will Collins really hounding him there in the 25, now pulling up to the outside. This time by 10 laps to go for Ryan St. Clair. St. Clair won one feature race last year, a race that he went from 22nd to the win. Didn't have to pass as many cars tonight. This on a night that his brother Josh St. Clair is not here. Will Collins now starting to fight in a bit of an ill-handling race car in the number 25. Has tried several times on Emerson but can't make it stick. In the meantime, back behind them, Brent Roy's got company. Chris Matchett in the 17. Believe he's gunning for his first Wiscasset top 5. Multi-time champion up at Speedway 95. Looks like Ben Ashline in the picture as well. Give that spot to Matchett at the line. 12 100ths of a second over Brent Roy. Inside the final 5. These guys finally settling down here. But we are not done yet. Jonathan Emerson has been a multi-time Strictly Street winner, but looking for his first late model podium with 2 laps to go this time by. White flag this time by for Ryan St. Clair. Matchett finally made it by Brent Roy to take over that spot. Final time out of turn 4. Checkered flag is up. Ryan St. Clair takes the win. Career best second for Jonathan Emerson. Another solid podium. Another solid podium for the 25 of Collins. That's the best 8th place celebration I've seen here at Wiscasset Speedway.
Ryan St. Clair, everybody. Let him hear you make some noise.
Holy moly.
Ryan going to the front on opening day and suspension issues. So today you definitely showed it wasn't a fluke. You had a front running car for sure.
Yeah, the car's fast. We had to work with it a lot today to get it back to where it was. And honestly, at the beginning of the feature, I still wasn't very happy with it, but it turned out all right, man. She was eating there the last few laps.
Who do you want to thank on the 51 machine?
I got to give a shout out to my sponsors, Inline Concrete, Steve Cairn Painting, Dave's World, another door company on the back. I can't even remember the name right now. I'm so excited. But just all the fans coming out, Rich and Vanessa, and all the awesome people that race with, man.
All right, Ryan St. Clair finally nabs one in the bag after a big heartbreak on opening day. Now, Jonathan Emerson. Jonathan Emerson does have a 3rd place finish, but it was in the non-winners race, so that kind of doesn't count. This is your first podium in a real race, and it's a 2nd, your career best finish. Jonathan, nice job.
Oh my God. People don't understand how hard it is to get to this point in this series. It is truly grueling. Oh my God. We worked so hard on this car today. Ben Ashline was a huge help to me, and all the guys busted hard today.
I bet you got some big sponsors to thank on the 24 car.
Yeah, big thanks to Portland Glass, MG Concrete, Emerson Pilot Cars, Yankee Yardworks, RPM Racing Engines, nice motor underneath the hood, Highland Greens, Tick Patrol, Triple K Excavation, and just everyone that helps me back in the pits.
They come easier too. You say it's so hard to get here, but after the first one, it comes a little easier. So hopefully more to come in the future for Jonathan Emerson and Will Collins after that opening day win. Man, you tried so hard to get around Emerson. What was the obstacle there? Couldn't get on the high side very well?
Yeah, I just couldn't get into the center, but for as bad as the car was today, to finish 3rd and it's in one piece, not a bad day, I guess.
In one piece, but a lot of black marks on the right side.
That's what happens when you race against guys who have their father driving for them on the radio, but that's his last chance with me. It won't happen again.
There you go. Who do you want to thank, Will?
Eaton Construction, Beckett's Auto, LNS Concrete, Swift Storage, my mom, my dad, my 2 boys, my wife, MG, all the guys over there working on this thing. I can't thank them enough.
All right, there you have it, folks. Top 3 in Wood Pellet Warehouse, late model victory lane.
Let's go racing. Here we go. And a problem right from the get-go for Mark Simon, and wisely heads for pit road, but got another car that is spun to the inside of turn 4. Scott Trask. Tried to go, looks like he might have stalled it, and then gets it going again. Adam Chadbourne with the lead. Steve Reno 2nd now. Then comes Robinson in the 2. Sanborn 4th. Wayne Witten holding down the 5th position as everyone's single file at this time. Comfortable half straightaway lead for Chadbourne. Rare that he doesn't have to patiently work his way through traffic. Nick Reno gets turned around out of turn 4. Comes out right in front of Scott Trask. Ryan Ripley in that number 09. Not making up as much ground on the outside as he typically does, but he's going to have to make it happen out there as they're lined up single file all the way around on the low side, able to get by Garrett McKee. Ripley running identical times to the lead pair, but still a ways to go as he's a straightaway behind. That car Steve Reno's driving, that number 7 car, is the car that Alan Moeller wheeled for Harold Hinckley the last couple years. And we knew it wouldn't be too long before Steve was able to find his stride with that car. Steve, a former limited sportsman champ, actually started Modifieds here at Wiscasset Speedway back in 2003. In the early years of what became the past Modifieds. Chadbourne staying just far enough ahead, about a 3-car length advantage over Steve Reno. Halfway this time by the stripe. 15 down, 15 to go. Ryan Ripley still picking his way toward the front. He's up to 5th now. He's picked his way through half the field. Mark Simon, the 45 car, not quite up to speed and kind of using up a couple lanes, and Wayne Witten not with the patience to wait a little faster than he expected. But Mark Simon not having a good night. Garrett McKee collected in that in the 26. Chadbourne and Steve Reno on the front row. Good start. And Steve Reno got a good jump, but Chadbourne able to fight back and even it up as they got to turn 2. Reno almost had him. Can't get down in line. Here comes Robinson underneath. And how about Nick Reno? He's picked up a couple spots in the early going on the low side. Mike Brown had Steve Reno sideways in turn 2. In the meantime, look who has arrived at the party. Ryan Ripley, as expected, took advantage of that caution. Now ready to race Robinson for 2nd. Ripley was the opening day winner. Problem for Chadbourne. Chadbourne once again goes up in smoke.
And you can certainly smell gear oil around this place, Ken. I wonder if that's the rear end once again on Chadbourne.
Could very well be that rear end once again. Somebody wanted to go early, somebody spun the tires, and then we get cars running over each other over in turn 2.
Well, another bubble on that restart, but this time Ryan Ripley had some help by Steve Reno getting in the back bumper of him. All right, so that was a bad start as well. Your guess is as good as ours, but we're going to go with the Reno boys up front this time. Father down on the inside, son Nick on the outside, and would you look at that? The second chance, Nick Reno had that early race spin, kept the race rolling. And Nick Reno is your new leader with 10 laps to go. Ryan Ripley has gone around the outside of Steve Reno for second. Ryan Robinson did not make out so well on that restart. He loses a spot to Matty Sanborn, and this is about the only time we've seen Ryan Robinson outside the top 3 this evening. Robinson trying to fight back hard though. They are just about side by side for 4th and 5th. Matty Sanborn looking for his best run of the season so far. Ryan Ripley keeping Reno honest, not letting him get too far out of sight. Turning pretty much identical lap times. Ryan Ripley has not been below 16 flat all night. And again, Reno has dipped into the 15.9. But currently they are both turning 16.1. 16.1 between the top 2 with 5 laps to go. Robinson getting into the back bumper of Matty Sanborn. He is unable to work the high side and desperately trying to get Sanborn off the bottom. Scott Trask may be able to catch up to them and get in the mix for the top 5. 2 laps to go and we are wheel to wheel with Reno and Ripley. Ripley was able to put a tire on the high side last time around, but Reno kind of ran him out of real estate out of turn 4. One more chance at it. Ripley to the high side once again. He's going to play nice and not move Reno up off the bottom. He's going to make a fair go at it, and Reno's going to come out on top. Ripley not too happy about that run, obviously.
And we'll send things down to Coastal Auto Parts Victory Lane. Your top 3 are there.
Nick Reno's got to climb out. Let him hear you make some noise. Wow. We're going to keep it short and sweet, but Nick, when you spun out, kept...
Drive a car!
And, yeah.
Pick a fucking lane, dude!
All right, Nick, hey, like 5 laps into it, you spun out, kept the race going. I bet you had no idea you'd wind up here.
No, I knew the car was real good because I spun out and they said the leader was behind me, and then they're like, well, the leader's not behind you anymore, so, well, I guess we better get to the front. So, you know, it wasn't easy. It was probably most eventful wins I've ever had.
Yeah, certainly. And the only car to dip under 15 seconds or under, 15.9, so great job.
And that was after going through the grass and the infield and everything else, so.
Any sponsors you want to thank, Nick?
Oh, yeah, everybody. Reno's Excavation, Plant Seafood, JBRH, Marty Hill, and Sun Painting, Dale Reno Construction, Bob Berry Concrete, my father, he's down there, that's awesome.
How about Steve Reno? Father and son in the top 3. Steve, did you have fun out there?
I had an awesome time. That's awesome. If I was going to get beat, that's definitely wanted to be by my son. So
certainly.
Any hell of a race.
Anybody you want to thank on the 7 car?
I'd like to thank. Let's see, where do we start? Reno's Excavation. And all my sponsors.
All right. Ryan, what's your take on that one?
I don't think you want to hear my take on that one. Congratulations to Reno, though. You know, he's a guy. I got respect for him. That's probably all I should say.
All right, Ryan Ripley comes home with runner-up honors after an opening day win. We'll send it back up to Ken.
All right, thank you very much, Nick Huff. And one more race to go. Portland Glass Strictly Streets set to come out next.
We're going green, Strictly Streets, 25 laps.
All right, yeah, they got a 2-position penalty on Wade Kennedy in the 00 for jumping out of line before the start-finish line. So that'll come on the next flag, whether it's a caution or checkers. Caleb Emerson Maines, your race leader in the 4-car, looking for his first Wiscasset win. Joe Harriman second. Ashton Reynolds third. A lot of racing back behind them. Alex Cromwell fourth. Ethan Dinsmore fifth as they start to send things out single file. A little bit further back, Scott Eck holds down the 5th spot in the 27. Dinsmore shuffled back down to 6th. Scott Wiggin 7th. Dan McCaig Jr. 8th. Mac Hannon Jr. 9th. And Jeremy Glacier 10th. Everybody out single file now. The bottom has definitely been the place to be tonight. Drivers struggling with the outside lane. Caleb Emerson Maines. Another driver who had a tough luck season in 2022. Ended up 7th in points, but only one podium finish. Dan McCaig Jr. able to get by the inside of Ethan Dinsmore. That's for 6th position. Ashton Reynolds goes up in smoke in the number 14. He had been running in the 3rd position. And that'll bring out the caution as they're concerned about fluid on the track. That'll bring out a caution with 11 laps complete. And he did it again. All right, they're giving him a 3-position penalty this time. It's tempting with that outside lane to want to get the jump, but you got to be patient and get to the start-finish line before you go halfway this time by. Alex Cromwell in the number 96 car. He was a rookie last year. Never really did much, but boy, that car's looking good tonight. Cromwell ran, oh, we got one off the track. That's Andrew Glenn, I believe. Emerson Maines leading the way, good side-by-side racing back behind. McCaig is now up into second. That inside lane starting to move, 3 wide back in the pack behind him. Things starting to shuffle out. Zach Emerson is now up into third. Alex Cromwell caught on the outside and starting to drop back. Couple cars into the wall. They're calling for red, as I believe that's the 25 of Landon Tapley. There is the 00 of Wade Kennedy. Third red flag of the night. There's another thing you don't get that many of on a typical night, unfortunately.
And if I know you can, you're going to have good talking to him next weekend.
Oh, yeah.
To try to prevent this from happening ever again.
The next week 2 driver meetings are going to be highly entertaining. Yes, that is the 25 of Landon Tapley. He is a bit shook up, but talking to the track crew, talking to the medics, and going to get a ride back to the pit in the ambulance. He's got some pretty significant right front damage. Lights off on the pace car, ready to get back at it. Emerson Maines and McCaig, good start up front. Maines able to pull away a little bit. McCaig looking for room down low, but here comes Zach Emerson. McCaig may pay for it this time as he's got more cars heading up to the wall. '96 of Cromwell, the 1 of Lancaster, and the 99 of Jeremy Glacier.
And we'll get a chance to assess the damage on Jeremy Glacier's 99.
Zach Emerson.
Next flag.
Go ahead. Yep.
Next flag ends it.
Yeah.
Keep in mind.
Five laps to go when they come to the stripe this time. Sizable lead for Caleb Emerson Maines. Everyone staying put down on the low side. McCaig protecting the low side for that final podium spot. You knew if someone was going to jump out of line, it was going to be Kurt Hewins. He's ready to make a move on the high side. 2 laps to go this time by the stripe. Scramble on the front stretch, 3 wide into turn 1. McCaig's caught in the middle. Hewins has to get out of it. McCaig caught on the outside now. White flag set to fly. One more time down the back chute. Final time through turn 3 and 4. Checkered flag ready to fly. Caleb Emerson Maines gets his first Wiscasset win.
As their proper celebration. Just like every other class deserves. Caleb Emerson Maines with his very first Wiscasset Speedway win. All right, he's climbing out, folks. Let him hear it. Caleb Emerson Maines.
Thank you all for staying. I worked hard for this one.
He said he worked hard for this. He's glad to have a few fans sticking it out late. Oh man, Caleb, you've said it was a hard-fought one and a very long one. Were you having fun out there?
I wasn't having fun with all those cautions, man. That was wild. I don't even know what to start. Zach and Jonathan helped me get this thing back together this week. We lost a transmission and a clutch opening day. We had a pretty good car. But man, this team just keeps pushing me to be better, and finally it paid off. I got to thank all the sponsors: Pownell Fuel, Alex Richards, shout out. Ben Bailey Excavation, Portland Plastic Pipe, CZ Plumbing and Heating, just plumbing, sorry. Emerson Racing, of course. RPM Racing Engines, Toddy Brook Golf Course. My wife, where is she? She's right there. She's the backbone to keep me doing this. So I don't know. I'm sure I'm forgetting people, but this is awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, congrats, Caleb, on your first win. Well deserved. And then we were wondering what the relation is, Zach, with you and Caleb. Nice run in second.
Yeah, he's my nephew, and I'm glad to see him get his first win here. I think his win is half mine because he borrowed my transmission. He's got my clutch in there, so I like to thank my crew. I mean, we've been working hard. This car has not been good for a couple of years. We've had a lot of things going on. I'd like to thank Yankee Yard Works, ABG Heating, RPM Racing Engines, great horsepower. I'm sure I'm Portland Glass, Coastal Auto Parts for the Victory Lane, Richard Vanessa, the fans that stayed here. It's been cold all day. Just thank everybody.
Yeah, it's awesome to see both uncle and nephew in Victory Lane together. The Emerson boys did a fine job. And now on to third place, Mac Hannon. I was saying how you really snuck one in there. McKeag and Kurt Hewins kind of shuffled 3 wide, and you really capitalized on that situation.
Yeah, I don't know what happened between them. They stuck the hole, so I put it in there. So you got to take what you can get. The competition is amazing in this division, and man, this is great. And congratulations to these guys up front, especially Caleb. Man, that's a heck of a run for him. He's well deserved.
All right, nice top 3 for you, Mac. Who do you want to thank on the 08?
My family, my a lot of friends help out. Fisher Engineering came on huge this year to really help out. We got Union Redemption, Tired Iron, Saladin's Body, Oakland Park Lanes, JJ's Garage. Once again, Fisher's is huge, 75-year anniversary. We got family that came and cheer me on, and we got a few other people behind the scenes that really help out too. So yeah, that's about it. So.
All right, congrats, Mac. Zach, you got one more thing to say?
Yeah, I don't remember anybody saying Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers that showed up today.
Oh, well, yeah, we did a little bit on this side, but we'll send you guys off once more. Ken? Hey, Ken, send us home safely and wish the mothers a happy Mother's Day.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, Nick. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there and all you mothers, too. We'll see you next week here at Wiscasset Speedway. On behalf of Richard and Vanessa Jordan and the entire staff, thank you for coming to Wiscasset Speedway. I hope to see you here next week.